Hi, I'm Matt, I'm a Swiss photographer, and as I said in the first video on this channel, I want to capture my progress in photography and improve on it.
She's got a lot going for her. She's got 100 different people trying to make her a star.
Today we're doing something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is to shoot some portraits again with the Fuji X100V. We've come out here to this beautiful countryside, and let me show you the outfit for today. We got the cowboy hat and this leather jacket with the jeans and not so Western style Converse, but I think it actually doesn't look too bad. So to get started, we use this tree trunk in the middle of the grass to elevate the rain off the ground. By doing that, we also got what I find a very pleasing perspective. Also note how she's positioned right between the trees in the background. Maybe her face is a bit dark though. We then started switching up the framing and get some different perspectives. I've said to myself I also want to put in the bad photos or the ones I don't like that much, so you can understand the thought process behind the images. And because I think failure or bad photos are also part of the process of photography. And so I'm not entirely happy with the lighting on this one, for example. It creates a bit of reversed raccoon eyes on her face because the hat is blocking most of the light coming from above. This one, however, I think is a little better. As you can see also by watching this video, I really like the 4x3 horizontal crop. For me, this adds another layer of analog 35mm film aesthetics. Again, here we have those highlights on half of her face. The blacks might be pushed too far for some, but since the hat itself really is black, I think it works. So I think we're gonna need the reflector because the light's pretty harsh and there's harsh shadows on her face, and maybe we can push those shadows a bit with the reflector. Okay. Then I brought in the reflector to give some fill to her shadow side. And this resulted in a nice catchlight in her eyes. But because I bounced it from below, this again created a darker eye on this side. Then we flipped over the reflector and that gave us a fairly warm, almost spot-like shine on her. She also stands out because the lighting on her got brighter in relation to the background. But I don't entirely like the lighting on her face on this one yet. We switched up the pose and look at her face now. Nice shadows and again catchlight in her eyes. And I don't mind her hair covering her cheeks. I think this adds to the mysterious feeling in combination with her hat and the pose. I also really like the framing, even though it's shot in vertical. I think it feels a bit like the American shot, where you would see the hips and the holster. I don't know if I'm a fan of her left hand floating in the air like that, but I also think it kind of looks like she's maybe grabbing a gun in her holster. Okay, show the outfit. Okay, so we're gonna try to find some pockets of light, which we then can use to isolate the subject, in this case her, from the background a bit more. I don't know if this is the outcome I had in mind when switching over to another spot, but I really like it. And again, I really love the deep shadows on her. In general, I think I tend to gravitate more towards the horizontal framing in my photography.
Okay. Ja, so bitte sieht das.
Here, the idea was to create an interesting framing of her eyes with the help of the hat and the shadows. But I think it didn't really work out. The positioning of the hat looks kind of weird to me. Okay, now we're done here and we're gonna go to the lake to take some photos there. Okay, we're at the lake right now and we found this pier and now we're gonna try to take some photos. Sun is almost down, so we gotta start now. I thought maybe we could make use of the wooden texture, but that didn't work out at all. We then tried out some different poses, but I don't quite like the framing. I guess it's a bit boring. On this one, I'm not so sure about the lighting. I think it would need to come a bit more from the front to brighten up at least her left eye a bit more. A bit more like this one. I don't know if this composition works. Bit of a funky camera tilt maybe. And it even got funkier. Bit too much I think, but I really love the colors. I really don't know why I kept tilting the camera like this. Maybe because I thought it would make the composition more interesting. But now I feel like it's really distracting. Maybe those wide shots are even my favorites from this location. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the photos, and I think making this video really helped me understand my own photography in a way. And hopefully this also helps me improve. Let me know if you would be interested in an editing breakdown, and otherwise I'll see you in the next one.